Hey, what's going on? Joshua Elder here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a review on Fomoex. This will be a non-biased review. I will not have an affiliate link in the description below, so just know that. There's not going to be a pitch at the end of this. I managed to find these slides just through my research and looking into this over the past 3 weeks. So if you're looking forward to this review and if you like the idea of passive income, making money online, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and tick that bell icon to be notified of all future videos that I upload when I upload them, and go ahead and drop the video like so more people can see this so they can stay away from what doesn't work, save their pocketbook, save their money, and actually put their money into things that will give them a return, a legitimate return, and move them in the direction of their dreams. So with that being said, let's go ahead and scroll down here. Let's talk about Stephen Mead, who is the chairman. And this is the first thing that I saw, and I was like, this is legit. An American guy, a business executive. You can find him on YouTube. He took his first company public in 1999, which was a precursor to PayPal. He's ran 3 public OTC companies. He's a global panel moderator and an expert speaker around the world. Great upfront story, talking about a guy that's legit out there. That's what the people are looking for, because people are becoming more cognizant of, being able to determine whether things are scams versus not. And typically with these past names that they use, they're not using full names. What they'll do is they'll use like a first name and a last initial, and then you'll go out there and you'll research the person. You can't find him anywhere online. If you do, they created their LinkedIn profile just recently, or they just recently created their YouTube channel. But you got to believe it's legit. And that worked last year, but people are getting more, they're getting smarter. And this is one of those companies where they've gotten smarter. They've actually got somebody, the face of a company that is from the United States, that's had success in real companies in the past. And I feel like they're just using his name, even though it says chairman. Is he actually like on company documents? Does it show that he's actually an owner? Does he really know what's going on with the actual company? Or do they just sign him a check and say, hey, we want to use your face on this company? You don't know that. We just don't know. So again, companies are getting smarter. I'm not saying this isn't true and that he is, this company is legit, but we got to think about these things because scammers are getting smarter. Now, David Hung is the CEO and the owner of the largest Filecoin farms. Now, David Hung, more than likely, is not from the United States. So Stephen Mead can probably get away with being chairman and not having to get his hands too dirty and not get in trouble with government regulators. Where David Hung is probably located outside of the US, he might be in Dubai, where regulations are very, very loose. And so he can get away with being the actual CEO. So says he's the owner of the largest Filecoin farms. He runs Filecoin mining farms in China, Singapore, and USA. So the product is being able to mine Filecoin and you get a return. So essentially you're purchasing a virtual Filecoin mining farm and you're earning up to 16% every single month, but you can't earn more than 3 times your initial investment. So we'll jump down here and show you exactly kind of the compensation plan and how that works. But here's their proposal. The proposal is, again, they make money from mining Filecoin, and they say it's one of the most profitable mining of coins because it combines proof of stake and proof of work with profit from mining, increases the value of the Filecoin. They say it's legal in all jurisdictions, and they use the IPFS, which is pretty much the future of the internet, and the internet being essentially hosted on the blockchain, so decentralized data storage. So although they're saying it's legal in all jurisdictions, while that might be true, if somebody that is promoting from the United States and saying, hey, get into this Fomoex thing and invest, right? Because they say investment portfolio. So you're investing. To be able to consult somebody to invest into something, you need to be registered with the SEC in the United States. If you're not registered with the SEC, you can get into a lot of trouble, right? So here's how everything breaks down. Here's how you can make money. A mining investment is 50%, NFT 1%, leadership pool 8%, direct bonus 5%. That's everybody that you recruit into this program, you get 5%. And then FOMO linear plan is 36%. So this really breaks it down very easily. But before I show you this, let me scroll down here and show you first, if you are a recruiter, you're going to get 5% direct bonus on whoever you bring in and what they invest. Okay, so you're going to get 5%. If they invest $25,000, you're going to get into a package, you're going to get 5% of that. Okay, and this is the way that it works. You have packages ranging from $100 all the way up to $25,000. The more that you invest, the higher return that you get, the greater risk you have. So for example, you're going to get 16% per month token production back. Okay, and the max mining production is 3x of what your initial package purchase was. So if you purchase a $25,000 package, you can't make any more than $75,000. But think about this. To be able to break even on 16% per month on a $25,000 investment, it's going to take about 6.5, almost 7 months. Okay, about 6.5 months. Okay, so you have to determine, is this thing legit and is it going to be around for the next 6 months? Now, there are companies in the past that have followed a similar plan that have been around more than a year. So if you want to take that risk, you can take that risk if you're that type of person. If you like to gamble, then this is great. If you have the lottery mindset, this is great. I'm not saying that there's not room for stuff like this. There is. But looking at all the data, we need to know if there's really real mining rigs out there in China and other places out there in the world that are owned by Fomoex and David Hung, and are they actually mining? I mean, that's really what this comes down to, because you could just offer these packages and have people invest in these packages without having an MLM compensation plan, and it'd be more legitimate. I think it gets convoluted once you add the MLM network marketing compensation plan to it, because you start wondering, well, where's the money really going? Right? And they're not going to just show us the business plan and show us where all the money's going, although they should, and it would be a lot more legitimate. It would, verify its legitimacy if it would do that. So there's 2 reasons why I'm not going to get involved with this. And the first reason is show me proof of actual mining. The second reason is show me the business plan. Show me where all the money is going. How much money is going to the team? How much money is going to people like you and I? I know they've got their compensation plan right here. Okay, they're showing all the percentages here, but that's really not enough. A lot of this can be hidden in these different packages right here. So how much money, are the owners actually making out of this $25,000? Like, I understand people need to make money. It's a business, but I think it could be broken down in more detail and there could be more proof. So I think they've added another layer of legitimacy by having Stephen Mead, as one of the faces, but it's still not enough to convince me that this is in fact legitimate. Okay, and that there's actual mining going on. So yeah, I mean, you can go through here. This kind of breaks down more about the packages and how much you can be making. But if you really just look at this right here, this shows you, for example, package 7. If you're a recruiter, you invest $25,000, but then you have to have $200,000 in turnover. And then you have to recruit 26 people. And what I mean by $200,000 in turnover, that's your first direct line. So people that you recruit have to at least bring in a volume underneath you of $200,000. And you need 26 people in your direct line, at least 26 people you recruited. And then that needs to equal $2.25 million investment. And you're going to get a $5,000 bonus. And then you're going to be able to earn about $25,000 per week. Which, can I do that? Yes, I could do that. If I want to go and shill this and promote it and get a bunch of people in as a recruiter, I could make money. But I'm not just thinking about the recruiters. I'm thinking about the investors, the people that come into this and they decide to just simply invest, and they got to wait that 6-month period versus somebody like me. The more people I can recruit, the faster I can make this initial investment back. You see what I'm saying? So this is designed for people that are recruiters, that have a big following, that have put in that work to make the most money. Makes sense, right? But they aren't taking on all the risk. The people that they're selling to are the ones taking on all the risk, that aren't recruiters, that don't have the skill set to sell. Does that make sense? And those are the people that I worry about. So it's really designed to get people to continually invest. As you can see here, that after you hit 3 times your investment in return, you have to re-up, you have to reinvest in the package to be qualified to earn on that level. Okay, so it's kind of smart in the way they got it set up to where you're just going to continually invest and invest and invest so you can make more and more and more money. And it works until it doesn't work and it collapses on itself. So Hyperfund follows this very similar plan. Really, the thing that changes on these is what the product actually is. But then the compensation plan often is the same. So whether they're replacing Filecoin mining with a trading bot, or it might be just a coin on its own and might be have a decentralized exchange. The product changes, but it seems like these compensation plans remain the same, and the story might slightly change as well. So the people are getting smarter. These companies that launch these different products are getting smarter with the way that they promote the story and hype it up. And they have these events in Dubai, and everything looks great on the outside, but on the inside, when you remove all the smoke and mirrors and all the fluff, how is the money actually being made? And that's the real question we need to ask here. So if you're somebody that's from the United States, you have to be super, super careful with these things. And if you're outside of the United States, if you want to take this risk, great. Regardless, I hope this gave you value. My final verdict is it a scam? I can't say 100% that it's a scam, you guys. But what I can say is there's not enough evidence for me to put my brand and put my name onto this thing, okay? Thank you so much. I hope you guys got value. If you want to know real legitimate ways to make money with crypto and passive income, there's going to be links in the description below. Like this video if you got value. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.